I'm doing it anywhere I can, and I'm starting to get a little bit. I'm starting to get a little bit good, because I'm going to these singer-songwriter nights at every pub in DC had one, and I'm starting to do okay. At first, I'm kind of an irritant to them, but then I notice I'm coming around, and I wasn't there the week before, and somebody'd say, "Hey, you weren't here last week. We missed you." And I was like a little spice in it. I'm starting to get a little bit feeling like I'm getting some laughs. And I was hanging out at this bar called the Childe. It played live music. It was in Washington, D.C., right off DuPont Circle. Springsteen played there in '72. They famously had the contract. He played for $250 up behind the bar. My buddy was the bartender, and he told the owner that I was doing comedy. So the owner, Bill Hurd, a famous, legendary bar owner in Washington, D.C., comes up to me one night and says, "I heard you doing comedy." I said, "Yeah." He said, "Well, I got this band coming from New York City next week, and I need an opener. Will you do it for $50? I'll give you $50. I was like, $50? $50? Yeah, absolutely. I'll do it for $50. Now, to him, it was a great deal because the band had a recording contract, and so he had to have an opener. So instead of a local band, which might cost him $300, $400, $500, he was getting me for $50. But I was so excited, $50. I couldn't believe it. I was showing up the next week no matter what. I come the next week. On the marquee out front, it says, "From New York City, the Ramones." Now, I don't know anything about the Ramones. It's '77. I'm still in my post-hippie, Derek and the Dominoes period. I don't know what I'm at. I show up in painter bib overalls and a T-shirt. I got kind of longish hair. I walk in. Every angry young guy in the D.C. metropolitan area was there, man. I'd never seen shaved heads and mohawks and safety pins through the cheek and bare-chested leather. They're just like, "Arr." And I walk back to the bar, and Bill Hurd's like, "They're going to kill you, man. You are not going to make 15 minutes in front of this crowd." And I'm like, "I'm going to make 50 minutes because I'm getting that $50, man. This is Jersey to me. I'm getting that $50. I'm like, it's a rodeo event. I'm on there till the buzzer goes, So he says, "You won't make 5 minutes. I'll go double or nothing with you. Double or nothing. 100 if you do 5. If you don't do 5, you get nothing." I said, "I'll take it." So they introduced me. I don't know what they said in the introduction. I know all the audience heard was, "Ladies and gentlemen, not the Ramones." It was a small place. I had a little stage, wasn't much bigger than this rug. A little 6-inch rug. I had to walk right through the crowd. Not like I came out from behind the curtain. Hey, it's like I'm walking right in the middle. It was like biblical. They were like, "Oh, you suck." I haven't even got to the stage, man. They're just screaming at me. I'm walking through them. I get up on the stage. I only had this little act I could do. I had like a little A to B to C to D. I couldn't improv. I had no special punk material I'd written for it. I'm just like, "Anyway, I'm from New Jersey." Oh, oh. And I guess I'd been up there maybe a half a minute, and one of the guys down front just had it with me, and he had mugs of beer, and he just shot his beer at me, just hit me with beer, And I just held onto the mic stand like I got hit with ocean spray in front of a boat, And then right back. Anyway, my mom said right back to my act, That's all I could do, just hold on. That guy, the guy next to him said, "Well, if you didn't move on that beer, let's see what he does with this beer." And he hits me with a beer. And again, I just shake it off like a dog coming in out of the rain and right back to my act. All of a sudden, they got organized. They were, all of them doing it. They were like a deli, taking numbers, They'd hit me with a beer, and the whole crowd would cheer, and then I'd start talking, they'd boo. My buddy said it was the most schizophrenic performance he'd ever seen in his life. They were just, "Yay, boo, yay, boo." And the club owner, Bill Hurd, he realized immediately this was not a good thing because I'm standing right next to the amplifiers and the drum kit behind me, beer's flying up there. He's back there waving the money. "All right, asshole, come get your money. Come on, you got it. Let's go." And I don't think I said, "Thank you, good night." I just left, man. I just left and went through the crowd. And there was no dressing room. There was just a kitchen behind the bar, and I went behind the bar into the kitchen, and I'm soaked from head to toe, and the Ramones are standing there waiting to go on there. They had guitars, they're just waiting, and I come in there, I'm just soaked, and one of the Ramones looks at me and goes, "Cool act, man." So,